This is an intermediate mat flow with some moves that are inspired by the reformer. You're going to begin on your back. You don't need any equipment besides your mat and your body. Lying down, feet flat. Planting down, legs glued together, arms out to a big wide T, palms to the floor. Take your knees over towards the right, turn your head, look over to the left. We're just starting with a spine twist. Anchor down through your shoulder blades. Let your left hip be lifted up and off of that mat. Legs are glued together still. Take a big inhale right here. Exhale, take the knees through center, anchor down the back of the rib cage. Take the knees now to the left, letting that right hip pick up, turn your head, and look over the opposite direction of those knees. Now feel your arms reaching down towards the floor, shoulder blades heavy, and keep trying to reach the back of the rib cage down while those knees are heavy over towards the side. Take a big inhale here. And then exhale, take those knees back to center and bring your knees in towards your chest. We're gonna be doing a little bit of footwork on the mat today. Intertwine your fingers and place those hands behind the head, elbows nice and wide. Find your Pilates V with your feet heels together, big toes apart, and your knees are opened about shoulder distance. Begin to curl up your head, neck, and your shoulders. Gazes low towards the pelvis to protect that neck. Extend those legs out to about 45 degrees. Hold right here. Flex your feet. Point your toes, bend your knees back in towards your chest. 4 more like that. Extend those legs, glue through your inner thighs, wrap and spiral those outer thighs, flex, point, bend your knees and pull them in towards your chest. Last 3 right here. Extend out, flex, point, bend the knees and pull back in. Last 2, reach it out, big flex, push the heels away. Big point with those toes, bend your knees, pull them back in towards your chest. Last 1, reach away, flex, point, bend your knees and set your head down. Now you're going to glue your legs together. And I want you to flex at the ankles, but feel a slight reaching with your toes, like you're reaching up and over the foot bar. Now curl up head, neck, and shoulders. Reach those legs long and away. And then pull your knees back in towards your chest. Reach your legs away. And then bend your knees in towards your chest. So this is reminiscent of that arch work on the foot bar that you would do in your footwork on the reformer. You're finding a little bit of a flex through your ankles while you're also reaching through the toes up and over. You curl back in. Reach it long 1 more time. Bend your knees in towards your chest and rest your head back down. Flex the feet, curl back up. Now all 10 toes are pulling towards the shins here. You're gonna reach your legs away and pull your knees back in towards your chest. Reach your legs out and pull those knees back in. Reach it away and pull back in. You've got 3 more like this. Inner thighs are hugging towards each other. Imagine that foot bar that you would work with on your reformer. You're pushing it away with your heels. Last 2, reach it long and pull it back in. Last 1, reach away. Pull back in, bend those knees and set your head and your feet down. Keep those legs glued together, arms down by your sides, push into your triceps, curl your tailbone and lift your hips up towards the sky for a little bridge. Hug your inner thighs towards each other and then melt down the back of the rib cage, round down your mid-spine, your lower back and your tailbone. Just 2 more right here. Find that neutral spine. Big inhale. Exhale, curl the tailbone. Press into the triceps, opened chest, lift those hips up, hug your inner thighs, and then round your spine back down. Soften the rib cage, curl the tailbone, roll it back down. Last and final one, just like this, big inhale. Press down into your triceps, down into your palms, reach away with your arms, curl and lift up into that bridge, hug with your inner thighs, hold it right here, and then slowly you round yourself back down. Let's keep our feet planted today, knees bent. Arms are gonna go straight up towards the sky. And we're gonna start on our 100. So you're gonna pull your arms down, curl up your head, neck, and your shoulders. Gaze is low towards the pelvis to protect the neck. Start to pump those arms up and down as you breathe in for 5 and out for 5. In 2, 3, 4, 5, out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Focus on finding that dynamic pumping motion with the arms. Head is not bobbing up and down. Back of the ribs are anchoring down into your mat with those exhales. Hug those inner thighs, glue them tight. Now keep pumping those arms. Can you bend your knees now in towards your chest, just like so? Keep that gaze low. Keep reaching out through your fingertips. Now can you reach your legs out to 45 degrees? Keep pumping those arms. Last and final set of breath coming up. Big inhale, in, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Knees bend, elbows bend, nice tight fist. Rest your head down. Coordination is next. Elbows are hugging in towards the ribs. Press down into your triceps. Now curl up your head, neck, and your shoulders. Once again, gaze is low. Arms and legs are gonna reach out. Hold here. Open your legs as wide as your mat. Close them in. Bend your knees. Bend your elbows. Can you curl up a bit higher? And then reach it out long. Inhale, open, close, exhale, bend those knees in. Bend those elbows, curl up a little higher. Last two, reach out, in, bend those knees. Bend those elbows, curl up a bit higher. Last one, open and close. Bend your knees, bend your elbows, curl up a bit higher, and then rest your head back down. Little variation right here. Take a big inhale. Exhale, curl it back up. Reach your arms and your legs long. Little inner thigh beats. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend your knees, bend your elbows. Stay curled up. One more set. So it happens at the hip. It's small. Inner thighs hugging in. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend those knees, hold right here, bend those elbows. Can you stay curled up, get a little higher? And then set your head, your arms down, legs lengthen straight up towards the sky. Hold them right here. You're parallel with those legs, lengthening as long as you can. We're gonna keep the head down and the hips down today. Arms are gonna reach and stretch straight up towards the sky, knuckles stacked over those shoulders, tight little fists. Now lengthen your legs as low as you can without any shifting happening at your lower back. Feel those lower abdominals begin to turn on, and then as the legs come back up to 90 degrees, press down into your arms, reach. And then as your arms come up, reach out through your fists to lift them. Lengthen your legs and lower them down and away. Exhale, pull the arms down, reach out through your fists, push down into your triceps, lift those legs back up towards the sky. Two more like this. Reach the arms up towards the sky as those legs lengthen down and away. Go as low as you can without shifting at your lower back. Arms press down. Reach through those fists like you're pushing into my hands with your fists. Now last one right here. Legs lengthen down and away as those arms come back up. And then hold with your arms down, your legs up. Plant your fingertips down into the mat, lengthening out your fingers now. We're gonna work a little pelvic curl while we're right here. We're lengthening those legs down just like we did with the motion of the arms. This time arms are heavy. Lift the legs back up, little pelvic curl. Imagine you're tapping a spot on the ceiling with your toes. Gaze stays straight up towards the sky. Lengthen those legs down, lift them back up. Exhale, little pelvic curl, up and lower. Let's do 3 more just like this. So push into your triceps to find that little lift in those hips. Find that gentle curling of the tailbone. Really open up through your chest. It can be really small or it can be more dynamic. Imagine you're tapping a spot on the ceiling. You lift up, you lower down, bend those knees right here, and rock yourself up to a seated position. Legs are gonna lengthen out nice and long and away. Point your toes, arms reach forward, make little fists with your hands. Find as much length through your spine as you possibly can right here. And then I want you to glue your fists together right in front of your chest. Elbows are out nice and wide. Take a big inhale, lift up taller, feel light in your sit bones. Exhale, curl your tailbone under, roll your waistband back for your rowing. Hold it right here. So you should feel like your feet might begin to lift up, but you're pushing down into your heels, down into the back of the knees. Open your arms out, flip your palms back. Press your arms physically back, round up and over your legs. Take your fists towards each other right at the lower back. And then reach them apart, open, lift those arms, circle them out and around, stretch up and over your legs. Reach, drop the chin down, Stack up nice and tall. 3 more like this, fist to fist. Roll back a little faster. Open those arms. Press palms back. Dive up and over your legs. Hold, chin is down. Lift those arms. Reach, reach, reach through your fists. Out and around. Stretch and lift. 2 more, fist to fist. Roll it back, curl your tailbone under, pull back with the back of your ribs. Open your arms. Press palms back. Dive up and over. Fist towards fist, right at the lower back. Lift up. Open apart, circle and stretch up and over those legs. Let's do 1 more right here. Stack it up tall, fist to fist. Roll it back, feel your abdominals working, turning on. Hold it right here a little bit longer. Open your arms, hold, hold. Press your arms back, hold. A little slower now, lift up and over your legs. Arms pull back behind you. Arms lift, arms circle out and around, stretch. And stack. Hold those little fists right here. Flex your feet now. Push your heels away. Palms are up towards the sky. High bicep curl right here. You've got 90 degrees with those arms. Little hug with your elbows towards each other. We don't even have springs, but we're already feeling those arms working. By hugging our elbows towards each other, we begin to flat back hinge with the spine back. Hold it at your furthest point. Keep pushing those heels away. Feel those abdominals tremble. Press the arms up overhead. Hinge the spine forward. Nice long spine forward. Hold. Hold it right here. Stretch. And then stack your spine up nice and tall. Flip the palms. High bicep curl. Hug those elbows. Squeeze those biceps. Flat back, hinge back. Press up overhead. Palms facing out and away. Hinge forward. Round the spine. Hold and stretch. Stack the spine up nice and tall. Palms flip, high curl. Squeeze the biceps, hug the elbows towards each other. Hinge back, press up, palms flip out and away. Hinge forward. Nice long spine as you come forward, then round and hold. Stack it up nice and tall. Little slower for these last 2. High curl. Hinge back with the spine. Back, back, back. Hold. Press up, hold. Flip those palms away. Hinge forward, 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 and then round spine stretch. Last and final one right here. Stack it up nice and tall. Palms flip, high curl. Hug those elbows towards each other. Flat back, hinge back. Reach to the crown of your head. Hold it back at your furthest point. Push those heels away. Push them down. Arms up. Hinge forward and around. Take your stretch. Reach towards your toes. Hold. Drop your head. And then lift up nice and tall with your spine. Go ahead and walk those legs behind. Lie down onto your stomach right here. We're gonna work a little swan now. Hands are gonna be right underneath your shoulders. Elbows hugging in towards each other. If you have a tight lower back, you can open up a little bit wider today. You can also have those legs glued towards each other, whatever works best for you. Now, from here, legs are gonna remain heavy. We're gonna keep them anchored down. Anchor into the pelvis. We're lifting our hands up off of the mat. We begin to lift up our face, neck, and chest. Feel light in your rib cage as you lift. And then lower yourself back down slowly with control. And lift up, inhale, open through your collarbones, push your chest forward, lift from your upper back, feel light again in your rib cage, heavy down into your pelvis, lower yourself back down. Let's do 3 more just like that. Lift up, face, neck, chest. Now you're long in the back of your neck, so you're not craning that neck up. And you lower yourself back down. Last and final 2 right here. Keep elbows hugging in towards the ribs. Shoulder blades hugging together. Open through your collarbones. Lengthen through the crown of your head. And then lower yourself back down. Last and final 1 just like this. Remain anchored down through those hip bones. Elbows stay hugging in. Lift up. Hold. Press your arms up overhead 1 time. Open them out and around and back. Flip those palms up to the sky. Reach longer through the arms. Hold. And then set yourself back down. We're going to work those T-pulls from the reformer. Fists. Reach out into the white T. Hold. Drop your face down for just a moment here. You're going to press into the pelvis and lift the legs up. Now, lift up your face, neck, chest. Lift up your arms. Reach out through those fists. Pull the arms back, lift up, face, neck, and chest. You hold, reach back, and then open out into that T. Lower back down to that nice long line. Do that again, pull back, pinkies to hips. Lift up face, lift up neck, lift up chest. Hold, open back out into that T, and lower back down to that nice long line. 3 more like this. Pull back. You're keeping the posterior side of your body, back side of your body engaged, pressing into your pelvis and keeping those legs lifted. Inner thighs hugging towards each other. Reach out through those fists like you're pushing in towards my hands with your fists. Open back out into that T as you lower. Last 2 right here. Lift up, pull back, reach out. Hug your arms towards each other. Lift up a little higher with those arms if you can. Open back out into that T as you lower. Last and final one. We're gonna add a little flutter kick on this one. Reach back with those arms. Lift up higher. Hug in. Press into the pelvis. Lift those legs. Little kicks up and down with those legs. 10. Chest is opened right here. Hip bones are anchored down. Gentle hugging of the inner thighs towards each other. Go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower it all the way down. Flip over onto your back right here for backstroke. You're gonna bend your knees, tuck them in towards your chest. Take your fists, bring them towards each other with palms up towards the sky, right above your forehead. Inner thighs are glued, sides of the feet are glued, toes are pointed away from you. Now, you're going to curl up your head, neck, and your shoulders. Gaze again is low towards your inner thighs, but you don't want to lift the gaze as the legs are going to lift right here. So we keep it low to protect that neck. Now, arms and legs are going to reach straight up towards the sky. Imagine your hands reaching up towards your shins. Open your legs, open your arms. Pull down and together, find your low 100. Hold 3, 2, 1. Bend your knees, bend your elbows back in. Then again, inhale, reach. Open, close it down into the other low 100. Hold right here. 3, 2, 1. Bend those knees, bend those elbows. Last one right here, then we're gonna reverse it. Arms and legs up. Reach hands towards the shins. Hold, gaze is still low. Open, close them down and together. Hold right here. 3, 2, 1. Bend your knees, bend your elbows. 3 more in the reverse. You can bring your head down for a moment. And then curl it back up. Exhale, arms and legs low. Hold for 100. 3, 2, 1. Open, out and around and up. Bend your knees, bend your elbows. Last 2, hold low 100 right here. Upper back is lifted. 3, 2, 1, out and around. Close it at the top. Bend your knees, bend your elbows. Last one, reach and stretch. Open, out and around. Up at the top, you close, hold. Bend your knees, bend your elbows, and rest your head. Lengthen your legs out nice and long. Take your arms up overhead. Find a long full body stretch right here. We're gonna be taking it into our teaser in just a moment. We're gonna go with that choreography from the reformer work. Open your arms out into a T. Find those fists again. You're working your fist grip right here. And you are pointing your toes away, gluing your legs into parallel. Take a moment, breathe in. Exhale, curl up your head, neck, and your shoulders. Lift your feet, reach your arms forward. Hold right here. Keep reaching through those fists. Lift up into your teaser, hold it. Toes are in line with the nose. Curl the tailbone under, roll your body back down, open your arms back out into that T. Head and heels hit down on that mat. You hold. You can always take a bent knee as you come up. That would look like this. Big inhale. Exhale, pull the arms forward, curl up head, neck, shoulders. You can bend the knees as you come up, hold and balanced here. Reach out through those fists. Keep reaching as you curl the tailbone. Roll both halves of the body away until head and heels hit down on that mat. Big inhale. We're gonna add a little movement with the arms. Remember, you can do bent knee or straight leg variation. Curl up, exhale. Lift up arms, legs, upper body. Hold right here. You make those tight fists, lower the arms down and lift the arms up. Always the option to bend the knees right here. Lower and lift. Last one, lower and lift. Hold right here. Reach those fists away. Curl under, roll all the way down right here. Arms reach straight up overhead. Long full body stretch, release. Take a deep breath in. And then exhale, go down onto your stomach again for breaststroke right here. Lying down on your stomach, bring your heels towards your seat. Make those fists, hands underneath the shoulders. Drop the forehead down. Feel your pelvis anchored down to lift your knees up behind you. Hug your inner thighs towards each other. Give yourself 3 heel kicks towards your seat. Go for 1, 2, 3. As your legs reach away, arms press up overhead like Superman. Pull the arms back, lift and open that chest. Bend your knees, bend your elbows. Hold here. 3 kicks. Go 1, 2, 3. Reach and press. Hold. open the arms out and around. Pull those arms back, reach out through those fists. Bend your knees, bend your elbows. Kick 1, kick 2, 3. Reach and stretch. Open chest as you pull back. Hug the shoulder blades together. Bend your knees, bend your elbows. Keep inner thighs hugging towards each other as you find those hamstring curls. Go 1, 2, 3. Last one right here. Press out. Extend, reach back, hold. Bend your knees, bend your elbows. Rest your head down. Shift back to a quick little child's pose. Seat down towards your heels. We're gonna take it into a plank in just a moment right here. Find your child's pose. Sit your seat back, hold. Chest melts down towards the floor. And then walk those hands forward. Find your quadruped position to begin. So knees tucked right underneath those hips. Shoulders right over those wrists. Walk back one foot, walk back the other foot. You're in your nice high plank. Hold it right here for just a moment. Open those fingers apart. So our strong plank, we're not concaved into the shoulders. We're not letting gravity win. We're pushing the earth away. Gazes towards the floor without the chin dropped towards the chest. So back of the neck is nice and long. Shoulder blades puffed up towards the sky. Abdominals engaged. Heels are hugging. Inner thighs are glued. Just hold your plank for a moment. Breathe in. Open the rib cage. Exhale, feeling everything pulling in and up. Hold it for 5, for 4, 3, 2, 1. Big pike of those hips up. Melt those heels down towards the floor. We're gonna add a small little movement of the arms and the heels now in our plank. Roll it forward into that strong plank position. Remember, you're defying gravity here. You're pushing away. I want you to feel your heels push back and then your heels come forward. Feel your heels push back, and then your heels reach forward. So your shoulders will come away from the wrists a bit, and then right over those wrists again. Heels go back, heels reach forward. Last 2 right here. Keeping those heels glued together as you do this, keeping that strong pushing sensation of your hands down into the mat. Hold it in your plank, pike those hips up. Hold it in that hip pike for just a moment. Drop those heels down towards the floor. Hold it. We're gonna arabesque for just a moment. You're gonna send your right leg straight up towards the sky. Drop your left heel down. I want you to bend your right knee, stack your right hip over your left for a moment. Shoulder blades are both squared down towards the floor. It's that little twist in your lower back. Square off the hip towards the floor. Reach that leg straight back. Lengthen the toe and the leg as long as you can. Right toes tap down, lift up. Toes tap down, lift up. Gazes towards the floor. No hyperextension in the neck. Toes tap down, leg lifts up. Hold the leg lifted. Draw 10 little tiny circles on the ceiling. Go for 8, 7, 6. Tiny little circles reaching longer through your leg, anchoring down through your left heel. Go for 3 and 2 and 1. Reverse the direction. Go for 10 circles right here. Keep pushing the earth away. Anchor down into your left heel. Make that circle happen by reaching so long through that leg. Hip is staying squared as possible. Go for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Take that foot down. Pike those hips up and back. Drop those heels down for a moment here. Melt the chest towards the floor. Now find that left leg reaching straight up towards the sky. Bend that knee, stack the hips. Shoulder blades are both squared towards the floor. Hold it right here for a moment. That twist happens through the lower back. Square off the hips, extend that leg up and back. Tap the toe down, extend the leg, reach it back. Tap the toe down, extend the leg, reach it back. Last one, tap it down. Reach up and back, 10 little circles right here, 10. Keep pushing the earth away with both of your hands. Reaching so long, so far, try to square off those hips. Go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse it. Tiny little circles, about the size of a tennis ball right here. Keep circling, 10 in total. You're at your halfway point right here. Go for 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reach and stretch. Take that foot back down. Drop down to your knees for a moment. Little child's pose to reset. Chest melting down towards those thighs. We're taking it into thigh stretch and chest expansion next. Come up into your high kneeling position. Knees are right underneath those hips. Check your feet behind you. Make sure they're making the shape of an 11, so they're even with those hip bones as well. We're here for a thigh stretch. So arms are gonna reach out at that shoulder height position. Rib cage tilts down towards the pelvis. Inner thighs have that invisible ball between them, so you're hugging into it and there's active energy right there. We're gonna hinge back at those knees. And now as you hinge back at the knees, keep thinking about your tailbone gently curling under, ribs tilting down towards the pelvis, chest opening, and then come up nice and tall right here. That's your thigh stretch. Press into your 10 toes back. Your shins are heavy. Inner thighs hug in, tailbone curls under, lift all the way up. And then again, 3 more like this. Ribs towards pelvis, hinge your body back, arms stay reaching, and then lift up nice and tall. Last and final 2 right here. Option right here as we hinge back to hold, open the chest for a moment. Chin towards the chest as you lift back up. Option to add that little back bend back. Last and final one, hinge back. Inner thighs hug towards each other. Back, 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 and then open up your chest. Chin towards the chest, seat towards the feet. And then lift up nice and tall. We're going into chest expansion next right here. Big lift through the crown of the head. Reaching those arms forward. And then you pull the arms back, hold them right here. Chest is open, shoulder blades are hugging, fingertips reach down towards the floor, and then reach your arms forward. We're gonna add the head turns on this next one. You take your arms, you pull them back. Remember, fingertips reach, shoulder blades hug, chest is open, turn your head, look side to center, reach out and hold. One more time just like that, then we're gonna add the breath work. Pull the arms back, same connections, reaching down through your fingers, turning head side to side, chest opens, ribs tilting down as the crown of the head reaches straight up towards the sky. We add the breath work. Inhale, you pull back, hold the breath, turn the head, look side to side. Look back to center, exhale, you release it forward. Last one, inhale as you pull back. Hold the breath. Turn the head, look side to center. Reach those arms forward. As you exhale right here, go ahead and take it back into that plank position. Bend your elbows to lie all the way down onto your abdominals. Come over onto your side. Lengthen out nice and long with that bottom arm and rest your ear down on your bicep. Hips are in line with the crown of your head. Legs are going to reach slightly forward. You can be on either side here. You're gonna plant that top hand right in front of you. That's your seatbelt. Think about lifting with that bottom side oblique so you're engaged right there. Flex your feet, push your heels away. Lift up your top leg so long, so far, it lifts up. Now, flex that foot, kick that leg forward, hold it here. Point the toe, reach and stretch that leg straight back. Hold. Flex the foot now. Kick this leg forward, hold it forward. Point the toe, reach and stretch, and pull the leg back. Flex, kick forward. Think about pushing down into that bottom foot, stabilizing. Point the toe, pull the leg back. Last 2 right here. Flex, kick forward, point, pull backwards. Flex, kick forward, point, pull backwards, hold it right here, reach it in line with the bottom leg. Lift the leg straight up towards the sky with a pointed toe. Flex the foot, glue the legs together, lower it down. Point the toe, reach so long, so far that it lifts. Flex, glue the legs together, lower it down. 3 more right here, point and lift, stretch, flex, lower it back down. Last 2, point, lift, reach away, flex, lower, check in with that side body. You're staying lifted right here. Point, lift, 1 more time. Flex, lower it down and hold. Both feet flexed, both legs glued. Push those heels away, lengthen a little bit longer. Now, rise up onto that bottom hand. Walk the legs until they're in line with the rest of the body. We're going to press up into a side plank for a moment. Hold it in that side plank. Options here, you can stagger the feet. So that top foot can come forward. You can also be down on the forearm if weight bearing on the wrist doesn't feel good for your body. You're right here in your side plank and you're just holding. You're pushing the earth away with that bottom hand. Top arm is straight up towards the sky right here. If we are stacked with those feet, we're gonna see if we can work our star right here. Can you lift up that top leg and then drop it down? If you're staggered, you're just holding it in that staggered position in your side plank. We're gonna work that star 4 more times. Lift and lower right here. That top leg reaches so long, so far, and then it lifts up. That hip is reaching up and away from the floor. If you're in your staggered position, maybe you try for that star 2 more right here. Last and final one, you lift up, you lower down, you drop gently down to that hip. Now bend those knees. We're coming into mermaid. Then we're gonna do this all over again on the other side. So you're right here in your mermaid position. Feet are stacked. You can also find your Z-sit if that feels better for your hips. You're grabbing onto that top ankle, reaching the arms straight up towards the sky. It's a big side bend right here. Reach and stretch. And then lift up nice and tall with your spine. You've got 2 more right here. Big side bend, up and over. And then lift up nice and tall with your spine. Last one, lift up and over. Anchor down through your hip. Lengthen through both sides. Big side bend. Gaze down towards your feet for a moment. Hug that elbow in. Lift up. Let's do it again on the other side. Kick the legs over. Let's start with that mermaid. Hand grips onto that top ankle, arm up towards the sky. It's a big side bend right here. Lengthen through both sides. Reach down through that hip. Remember, always that option to take the Z-sit with the feet. One leg bent in front, other leg behind. Side bend and lift up. You've got 2 more right here. Big side bend up and over. Lift your body up nice and tall. Last one. We're taking it into our side plank. You might want to stay here a little bit longer. Try not to think about it. Big side bend, up and over. Lengthen both sides of the body. Reach down through the hip. Come up nice and tall. It's time for that side plank. Lengthen those legs out long and away. Now, remember, you can be on the forearm or on the hand. You're pressing up into your side plank, arm up towards the sky. You can be stacked with those feet. For a gentler option, you can also have that top foot forward and you can be staggered. Now, if you're in a staggered position, you're just holding. Remember, this hip is reaching away from the floor, the side body is reaching away from the floor. That hand is pushing that mat away. You're holding in that strong side plank position. If you are stacked, can we try for that star? We did 6 on the last side, we'll do 6 on this side. You reach that top leg so long, that's what lifts it up. And then you lower it back down. You lift it up and you lower it back down. 3 more right here. Remember, you can be staggered and just hold that position. 2 more right here. So if you're staggered, can you try for just 2 stars? Lift up, hold, drop it back down, drop it to that hip. We work that other side lying side. Lengthen that bottom arm nice and long. Drop the ear on that bicep. That's your pillow. Hips are in line with the crown of the head. Both feet come forward. Top hand's your seatbelt. Always the option right here to take that hand underneath the side oblique just to find that engagement. Then press that hand nice and heavy. Lift up the leg, 2 flexed feet, push that heel away like my hand's there and you're pushing into my hand with your heel. Kick that leg forward, hold with that flexed foot, point the toe and pull that leg back. Can that bottom foot get heavier here? Flex, kick it forward, point the toe, pull that leg back. Flex and kick it forward, you got 3 more. Point and pull it back. Last 2 right here. Flex, kick forward, reach and stretch, point, pull back. Can you just gently push that hip forward as that leg draws back? Last 1, 5 in total. Point and pull back. Reach and stretch, bring that leg in line with the bottom leg. Pointed toe right here. Reach and stretch that leg straight up towards the sky. Flex the foot and lower it back down. Point the toe, reach and stretch. Flex the foot and lower it back down. Let's get to those 3 more right here. Point as you lift, flex as you lower. Think about hugging into something with those legs. As you point and lift, think about opening up into a resistance band. As you flex and lower, think about hugging in towards the ball. Last and final one right here. Point and lift, flex and lower it back down. Hold. Both toes are gonna point here. Reach your legs back so everything is in one long line. Arms reach straight up overhead. Flip over onto your stomach. Press into your pelvis. Lift your arms, lift your face, neck, chest. Right arm, left leg, lift. Left arm, right leg, lift. Right arm, left leg. Left arm, right leg. Make it a little faster, more dynamic. Add the breath for swimming. Inhale in. Exhale out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale in. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. Lift up as high as you can. Press into your pelvis so you're not straining that lower back. Hug your inner thighs. Hold. Lower it all the way down. We're going to press up into a plank. Just to come up into that pike. Drop those heels down. Walk the hands towards the feet. Soften through that jaw for a moment. Drop the chin down. Hold. Roll the body back up. Nice and slow right here. Walk those feet to the center of the mat. Let's do a little run right here. Hands stack. Lift through the crown of your head. Engage through your core, so soft ribs towards the pelvis. Crown of that reaching straight up towards the sky. Lift one heel. Push the other heel down. Lift both heels to switch. This is your run from the reformer. And switch. Lift both heels and switch. Go for 5. And 5. 4. And 4. Last and final 3. Last and final 2. And then even yourself out. 1 and 1. Both heels high. Both heels drop. Arms up overhead. Give yourself one last big back bend. Give yourself one final standing roll down. Soften the chin towards the chest. Round up and over. Hold. Grab opposite elbows. Sway it out from left to right. And then hold it at center. Reach the fingertips towards the floor. Curl the tailbone and roll yourself back up. Head lifts up. You guys are all done. Great job.